Yeah.
Yeah, no, we were. Well,
There we go. How embarrassing. Well, we can at least do it again right. Yeah, no, it's good. Yeah, cool. Sorry about that, guys. Let's just turn the game sounds down. Actually, I can put it on pause now. Cool. Right. So, hello everyone. We're finally here. We finally made it. I'm Matt, as most of you will know, probably, hopefully by now, and we have with us
Jason. I'm the art director at Payload.
Cool. Yeah, so Jason does all the cool stuff like 3D modelling, and
I tell Anton and Rob what to do.
Yeah, he is.
And then I sit around doing very little all day, reading documents.
You smoke a few cigarettes.
I smoke a few cigarettes, of course.
Outside.
Outside.
Where it's safe to do that. Oh, it's very loud. Also, you may also notice we're in a different room. We've moved the streaming room to a much more darker, much more echoey room, because that's how we do things here, apparently.
More challenges.
More challenges, yeah.
I may have to go to the dark room.
Yeah.
And be alone in there and think about things.
There you go. Cool. So, yeah. So those that are in Twitch chat, so we're streaming on Twitch, YouTube and Mixer, and those that are in Twitch chat, we do have Moobot is active, and that means that if you post links you will get timed out. Soz about that. But it does mean you can use the commands in the Twitch chat, in the Twitch description below. Feel free to use all those cool commands and stuff like that. Cool. Those of you on YouTube, hey guys, how's it going? That is a fantastic. I mean, let's be honest, that's the best beard in the office.
Oh, I don't know. That's a pretty good beard as well.
Did you grow that yourself?
I did. I grew it myself.
That's impressive.
I had a lot of help and encouragement from my friends and family as well.
Yeah.
So I think it was a team effort, definitely.
Team effort.
It's my beard.
Cool. So yeah, today we're going to be doing the comm call. We're going to be through some of your cool community submissions. It would be really helpful if I got that open on a different screen.
There are instructions.
There are instructions. Oh, yes, here we go. Cool. So if all being well, we'll go into the game now, and it will all be in order, and it will all play nicely. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, Mike's out. Mike's back. Bloody Mike. Cool, there we go. So, actually, I'm going to let Jason take over because he's much better at this than me.
Well, have you turned the shadows off?
I don't know, have I?
I could say turn the shadows off. That's so naughty. I spent like half an hour turning the shadows off.
I haven't done it on purpose. This is just So actually, I didn't know this, but you know you can just hit that load button.
Yes.
That's how we usually do it. So
okay.
If you go from top left.
Yeah.
That's what the order that they're in on the forum. So load the tech.
Cool.
And then the instructions will be on this forum post. So actually, yeah, take it easy. So this R&D chamber is submitted by a member of the community, and they've added that massive.
They've changed the R&D.
It's just a save. Just to make it easier quicker to. Yeah, it's very
exciting.
So jump over to the thread so we can see what people are saying. So this is the flight assault vehicle. After taking off, press X to drop down the landing vehicle. So it's like an
that sounds exciting.
Yeah, I've tested. Did you test this one out earlier?
I did. Hold on a minute.
Shift should be working.
I was trying this. I think it's a few too many gyros in it, to be perfectly honest.
Oh, no.
I'm just saying, that's not a criticism, though obviously it was a criticism. I like it, it's nice and responsive.
It is, it's one of the most stable planes I've seen.
You can do a loop-the-loop reasonably quickly, but that's nice. You can do a wrong way round loop-the-loop, so that's always a good sign. Although I was thinking like the turning sort of writes itself a little bit.
Doesn't do a barrel roll, does it? Is effectively.
Right, hold on, you've got to be careful of that because that's not a barrel roll.
No.
That's an aileron turn. Yeah,
Oh,
you've got to be careful about this sort of stuff around here. A barrel roll, you kind of like spin round like point there above it. So it's kind of like going like that because.
Oh, I see. So you actually
yeah,
so it's rather than just
it's very important and very technical, and you know we have to be very careful about these things. I worked on a Top Gun game.
Oh really?
A long time ago. It wasn't very good.
Did they get really pissy if you didn't get it right?
No, actually, the publisher kind of liked it when you made stuff up.
Oh, fair enough.
The designer was, you know, very that's on a barrel roll. Good stuff.
So let's do that.
Oh, the X thing.
The X thing. I've done this earlier. It looks awesome.
Oh, hold on. I'm not sure what happened there. Oh, there we go. Hey! Oh, that was quite cool.
That was really cool.
Oh, right, I'm landing.
You're landing.
Okay.
Well. That's a soft landing.
You know, I like that, yes.
And we've got sort of, I don't know, like a trike situation.
Yeah, it's like Tom Cruise getting a motorbike out of his little spaceship in Oblivion.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm getting off it.
There's one question. Oh, by the way, guys, yeah, get your questions in the chat. Jason is here to be used and abused when it comes to questions. All things art and design and that cool stuff. He'll be more than happy to answer. You were going for again?
Yeah, I kind of missed it the first time. I don't think I showed it off to
It was a bit unceremonial, wasn't it?
Greatest effect.
Let's try again.
If I can actually manage to take off. It's a bit slippy.
Well, that's the trouble with having the 3 wheels as well. You're not really. Oh, there you go. Yeah, get your questions in. I'll do my best. There's a lot of people talking. Nice.
That's why it's got the gyros on. So you always land the right way around. That's good.
That's clever.
I like that. That is nice. That explains a lot.
Cheers, Whitepool. That was quick. That was brief.
Thumbs up.
Cheers, mate. That was submitted on the forums by member GKJ. We like that one. A nice way to start the comm core. I think the weapon it's got some firepower as well. That's always important.
Very important. Right then. Speeder.
Let's do it.
356
So,
mph. I wonder what Speeder 356 mph does.
Give yourself some space. No, actually, I've got a special request. Can I nick the mouse for 1 second? So this is done by Zero Gravitas, who those of you will know is quite active on the forums. I'm going to remove that and that so you can see the speed that happens. Otherwise you won't be able to see it. But blink and you'll miss it.
You've got to be quick.
Blink and you'll miss it. Go. You need to get a bit ahead of speed. Yeah. I mean,
that was quite good.
That was good, but and you got 10-second recharge on those boosters. So essentially, this is just to show the theoretical top speed in TerraTech. Is that correct, Jace?
Yeah. Well, I think this is the fastest one I've ever seen. I mean, obviously, we're not saying that's as fast as the tech can go.
No.
I think there was something in the forum about someone did like a boosting that was going straight up.
Yeah, I saw that one as well.
It seems to be faster, but we don't have that tech. So it was just a picture, not a snapshot. So we have no data about that. But yeah, that's fast.
That is very quick. Not for any extended period of time. So if you want to get somewhere really fast in a very short space of time, this would be a good tech. That's literally all it does. Two blocks. Is that 2 blocks high?
Yeah. It's got gun.
It's got wow.
Limited offensive capabilities. Yeah. Limited, but it can get away on a very flat surface for a short period of time.
I mean,
I don't think it'd do very well in sumo. But then this isn't sumo, so I'm putting it in sumo.
There you go.
Cool. Shall I have a look at the next one?
Yes, let's.
Who was that by?
That was Zero Gravitas.
That was Zero Gravitas.
That was 0 G's.
Right,
So
this one.
We may need to read. I think you're a bit far out, and this one doesn't move very far. So
I tell you what, I'll go back to the checkpoint.
There you go. Load them up.
Oh, that loaded quite quickly.
It's good. I think this has got a decent graphics card in it, so we should it should cope. So basically, I know for this one, all you've got to do is get it fully charged. It can take a while. Once all the shields are up.
If I get closer, it'll charge faster, right?
Absolutely.
That's how the chargers work.
That's right, because we know how those things work. We know about our game.
Oh, it looks like a strange fallen over Christmas tree on the Death Star.
Darth Vader was having a great time, and now it's ruined.
Had a little bit too much punch.
So once it's fully charged, head over to the brick.
The brick.
And then just target it and just hold spacebar. And this is called the hole puncher for a reason, and I quite like it. Excuse me. I'm going to try and put the sound on, because also it makes a really funny sound. Oh, there's no sound. One sec, Jess. Can I take them out?
Yeah.
Sorry. Not the internet. We want this one. We want this one. A little bit there. Can we hear that? No, never mind. Oh, never mind. It was worth a shot. Go for it.
Right then.
So you're going to go to the brick.
It's not very, I mean, I say it's not very fast. It's doing 56 miles an hour.
I think just because it's so big relative to its size, that doesn't feel very fast, does it?
Right.
There you go.
Perfectly lined up.
Yeah, it's an imperfect science, isn't it?
What range do you reckon would be good for this?
What?
What range? How close do you reckon I should be?
That seems about right. I think the way it works and the way that it's been set up is that it focuses all on one specific point. So I don't think it matters where you are in relation to.
Shall I? I'm going to go for.
Right, middle mouse.
Okay, that's not working. I'm just going to go for it. Ready?
No, hang on. Oh.
Yeah.
Working.
Oh.
Oh gosh, there we go.
There we go. Right then. On my mark. 3, 2, 1.
Hold it down.
Mark.
Hold it down.
Oh.
This is why it's called a hole puncher. Because you literally just.
Oh, that's.
Yeah.
Oh, that's impressive for the big yellow block.
Exactly. We're getting through it. So if you're in PvP and you come across a big yellow block that's taking forever to die, just build one of these.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
And just be completely stationary as well. There you go. So how many shots? That was like what, 10 shots?
That was very brief for the big yellow block.
He's a hard man to take down.
I don't think I've ever taken out the big yellow block, to be honest.
No.
I've everything else, but not the big yellow block.
Yeah.
Yay! Congratulations, hole puncher.
I like that one.
Cool.
Just a lot of firepower.
Yeah.
It looks awesome as well.
No, that's nice, and I like the fact there's a little laser, just a little one. Beep beep. Like, laser rangefinder. Oh, hold on, I'm getting shot at.
Let's change that.
I might just go and take out that turret round, just being cheeky and trying to shoot at me. Silly AI.
Turning circle.
That's not going to work. Silly AI. Just winged it and it's half dead.
Communism 202 asks, are you aware of the huge pile of crafting bugs and when are you going to start to fix them? That's a controversial question.
No, I haven't heard of any.
Not aware of them.
Yes, there are some problems with crafting.
Yeah.
Although I have to say, as far as I'm aware, from my own attempts at crafting, you can get around most of them by designing the base in a clever way.
Clever base design.
Only one refinery, and if you have 5 component factories with all the dongles on, you should be able to, on a loop, you should be able to make pretty much anything without too many problems. But it is a bit tricky. We know it's a little bit tricky. Yeah. It's a whole big mess. But yeah, no, it's definitely going to get worked on. It's just finding the right time because it kind of means unraveling a whole load of crafting stuff and doing it again. So it's not at the top of our list of priorities, but it's definitely in there because we definitely want to do more crafting.
Absolutely.
I love crafting. I like making Hawkeye cruise missiles.
Can I make the mouse again 1 second?
Yes, you can.
Thank you, mate. Just putting these back so we look pretty. There you go. This one I think is going to break things. Yeah, Golden Fist. This will be a real benchmark as to how good, because it didn't work on my desktop upstairs.
What's that?
That's the cube. That's the brick.
Oh right.
Yeah, that's what we left over.
I saw some weird tech. Oh yeah, look at that. That's hanging out. Oh, okay, that loaded pretty fast.
And it's not, the frame rate's not too bad.
No, it's
so
alright.
You're anchored, so I think
it's anchored. When it unanchors,
you need to check the instructions.
Check the instructions.
A bit more. There it is. There we go past it. Unanchor. So it's it's a hover bug.
Hovery, yeah.
It's a hover bug one.
Hold shift to ascend. I like that as an instruction. That's good. Right then, unanchor it.
There you go. Oh, okay, yeah. Frame rate's taking a hit.
Oh, look at that.
Will there be a chance for players to play TerraTech on Steam VR? Steam VR is something we are, again, it's one of those, we're aware of it. It's just whether or not we get a chance to actually work on it or not.
Currently, I suspect if you played Steam, played TerraTech in VR as it is, you'd probably feel quite sick quite quickly.
Yeah.
It would need...
I don't think it works.
The last time we talked about it, it'd have to be some kind of like God mode thing where you were kind of like looking at the world all around you static. Because it wouldn't be a particularly fun experience, I suspect, for most people.
Yeah, good call. Any performance improvements to look forward to with high amounts of resources at the moment? Problems in a base or laying loose around an attack?
That's a tricky one. Yeah, I mean we're constantly talking about optimization. Now we're back on the schedule we used to have of like 6-week milestones. There will be a hardening phase in the last couple of weeks of the milestone, so it's possible some optimization work will get done there. And obviously, you know, with new versions of Unity coming out, some of the physics might get optimized. Let's talk about what resources on.
It was this one. With high amounts of resources at the moment, problems.
Yeah, I mean, you know, unfortunately, the problem is physics. Look at that!
Oh my lord!
The problem's physics, but look, explosions. Don't worry about physics. Look at that. That's awesome. So yeah, it's with a lot of stuff that's all got physics running on it. There's going to be problems. You know, the resources on the bases. They're not actually using physics, they're just being sort of held in place. So obviously if you anchor something, the silos will all be more efficient, but yeah, I don't know. Treasure blocks, they're useful, so you don't have so many resources being held in silos and stuff like that.
There you go.
But yeah, it's one of the things we're definitely going to look at, because it is a bit annoying. I get annoyed by it, so you know, I'm on your side.
Absolutely.
But cool. Yeah, it's priorities and stuff like that.
Couple more questions. Control and hotkey / keybinds / update / upgrade where, so things like key binding and different controls. Pick a number.
Yeah, I'll pick a number.
2.
Yeah, 2. Maybe 1.9.
Oh, okay.
Maybe 1.9. No, I mean, again, that's one of the things. I mean, we've been wanting to do that since I got here 3 years ago, and you know, a lot of the problems are, you know, to be honest, I think a lot of people, especially you guys, you know, who are like on the forums and watching the Twitch streams, who are more of our core players, would get a lot of benefit out of doing stuff like that, being able to control individual things. But there are more fundamental things that probably need to get sorted out before we get into that
so
sort of stuff.
Things like crafting bugs.
Yeah, you know, things like that. But you know, it would definitely kind of like we've been discussing the control schemas and how that's going to work. I mean, particularly in the last, you know, deciding what we're going to do after version 1, and that's definitely something everyone's.
This is strange. Are you guys aware of the under the map glitch with the Hawkeye cab? It is really bad. I can't say under the map glitch with the Hawkeye cab.
No.
I can't say I've heard that. What do you mean, the Gamma Dragon? I mean,
well, hold on a minute. As much fun as this is driving this drum, this is great. I love this.
we haven't even charged it up.
Oh, hold on a minute. Oh, I want to go back there.
Goodbye, frames. Yeah, so if you do have a bug, or if you want to report it that we may not know, there is a command in Twitch. So if you just do !bug, that will take you to where you can report it on the forums. Because I'm sure it's one of those, I'm sure the QA guys are aware of it. I think we had this last week. It got to the point where there was something, it was a structure so big, it couldn't be anchored.
Everything. Really? That's interesting.
Well, it's not that it couldn't be anchored, but we messed around with it too much. Anyway.
Cool.
Okay, so yeah, so I need to update Moobot. There is a place on the forums where you can go as well. So if you do !forum, yeah, we'll go to this section. Yeah, that's it.
Oh, there we go. It's anchored, I think. Stop drifting around.
Sorry, YouTube chat. We're sort of disregarding you a little bit. How is everyone in YouTube chat? Twitch chat, we're good. Mixer, I can't even see what's happening in Mixer.
Who did this one again?
This is
Potato.
Oh, Potato. Sorry, Potato.
That's a good name.
Great name. Potato's great.
Tinkerer of Titans. It's my favourite vegetable.
Locator. What's your question? Sorry, there's a lot going on. As I'm sure you can see, there is a lot going on. If you want to put your chat back into it, oh, we're zooming in.
Any date for co-op?
Okay, good question.
Well, you know what they used to say at Nintendo? It'll be done when it's done. Sorry, that's not very helpful, I'm afraid. There's a lot of work to go into that. There's a schedule for it. I don't think any work started on it just yet, but we'll start working on it just as soon as we've got code resource available. I mean, that's one of the big things we want to do. That's intrinsic to the future of TerraTech.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, that's definitely a priority at the moment.
No date set that yet though. It's truly a resource thing. I've always
yeah, I don't think we're ever going to tell you a date about anything because it's just
we can't. We don't even.
People get colds. The internet stops working. Just all kinds of stuff happens. And it's such a big job. It's just like trying to estimate something like that is just
it's very hard.
Well, it's impossible. You know, I mean, once we get once you make some progress on it, you know, I mean, there'll be stables being released with like prototype stuff in when it's ready for people to look at. But that's basically when we'll be able to say, hey, we've done stable coming out in 3 hours' time, which isn't really enough notice.
Yeah. Yeah, cool. Thanks, Dagama Dragon. Yeah, and thanks for the question, Locator. That was super helpful. That's a good question.
Right then. Next.
This guy. Black Laser. Good name.
Black Laser. Behold, I am Black Laser.
What do the instructions say? Should we guess?
I think it's after it's charged up with its cool solar panels that are sticking out horizontally from the underneath. Take off and shoot some stuff.
Oh wait, so I think it's a hover. I think I tried this one earlier. I think it's one of the hover bugs. And you're not currently anchored as well, don't forget.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for maximum power. I think that'll do for maximum power.
Yeah. Nice. I like that.
That's a good takeoff. Because I don't know how many of you have tried hover techs. I can't get on with them at all.
Yeah.
They're either kind of like smashing into the side of a mountain or just like, well, trying to get into orbit.
I think they
even satisfying.
They even said this is quite a stable. I tried this one earlier as well. As hover techs go, this is quite stable. Yeah. Could I send a tech? You can send, yeah, so it's probably a bit late for this Comcore the Gamma Dragon. But if you want to watch next week's stream, or want to submit one for next week, once we finish this stream, I'm going to post a new one, a new thread on our forum where you can post your snapshots, and then hopefully next week we'll get around to it. Cool. Yeah. Hovercrafts they're tricky games. They're tricky games to play.
I've never been able to make a good one.
Yeah.
No, I like that. That's cool. Yeah. That feels good to fly around. I feel like I'm in control of it, which is unusual for offering tech.
Since we have a big man bomb, how about a bigger man bomb, larger than the big man, or maybe even an atomic one?
Have we got? Did they call it big man?
May have done, yeah.
That might be a little tasteless.
I mean, we're not really known for our...
No, but you know...
For being like highbrow.
That might be a little bit, you know... I was reading an awful thing on Wikipedia. Apparently there's some people who were in the Hiroshima bombing. There were 178 of them who were in Nagasaki 3 days later when they dropped the second atomic bomb. And that's not a good day for anybody, really, is it?
That's just... I mean, yeah.
That's really bad luck.
In terms of karma... They would have been owed some solid.
They should be getting something.
Right.
They're revered in Japanese society.
Cool.
Yeah, like that one. That one's cool.
That's a cool one. Let's actually look at the instructions now, because otherwise they may get upset with us.
Oh, it's in the top, isn't it?
No, we've gone past it.
Have we?
Yeah. That's not it. That's not it. Wait, hang on. That's not a bit. No, we've done that one. Done that one. This one.
There we go.
Oh. Oh no. Yeah, okay, so we've pretty much shown up.
Yeah.
Really. It's just a hover with some cool weaponry.
I mean, I'd almost be happy to use that in the campaign. Almost.
What would make you want to use it in the campaign?
Well, it's still a hover tech. I don't really feel like I'm entirely in control of it.
No, that's right.
To be perfectly honest. It drifts. I don't like techs that drift around. I like techs to stay exactly where I left them. That's my choice for techs.
There you go.
Cool.
Nice tech.
Who is that by again?
That is by Seth.
Seth.
Or just Seth.
Seth. I can't really say that very well.
Oh, you're doing alright.
Right.
This guy. This is my favourite for its pure simplicity.
Go on, you hit the space bar.
Okay.
No, go on.
This is literally it. And I love it. I want one forever.
Yeah.
Where did this guy come from?
Also, I was trying to spawn him to see if there was any Hawkeye camp malarkey going on.
Oh, I see. Sorry, I completely missed that.
And also, nice use of the Septic Eye, which you don't see very often.
You don't. He's getting
these days. It doesn't really have any practical use.
I mean, how does the operator's attack? He's alright. Doesn't really do. I mean, that is literally it.
Win for using the stupidly big wheels.
Yes.
They're always good. I love the stupidly big wheels.
10 out of 10 for novelty as well.
They make Russ angry. He keeps on saying they're too big.
Well, the big wheels.
Yeah, he says they're too big. They don't. The wheel simulator doesn't work properly on them.
Oh really?
They're too big. I mean, it works fine. It's just like in Rust world, it's kind of like no, it's only casting one ray to detect the terrain beneath it. It needs to be casting at least 4. It's like that works for us. Don't worry about it too much.
There you go. Cool.
He is a perfectionist.
Next check. This is called Hail Rifle Artillery.
Wall of guns.
Let's find the instructions for it before we jump in. So we've done that one. Hail
Drive like a boss. Attack like a beast. I'm not sure I can do that. I'm going to give it a go.
Oh, it drives really
charging.
well. Let's see. I think it does.
You think this drives well?
Do you not?
No.
It's a bit bouncy, isn't it?
No. Well, I was having problems with the turning.
Okay.
I mean, I'm being petulant, obviously, because it's lovely, but it doesn't seem to turn quite as well as it should do.
It's just maybe too many wheels. Galrex, this is a great tech though.
Oh, hold on a minute. No, that's fine.
Or was it just messing around for you earlier?
Oh, that's weird. My bad.
Okay.
It drives perfectly. I'm driving like a boss. Watch I attack like a beast. Let's blur some dynamite.
Whee! That is pretty powerful.
Oh, that's nice.
That is really nice.
It's the I do like the Venture missiles.
Yeah.
If they do their little kind of like.
It's really cool. There's another flying tech later on that's got some similar thing.
Oh, the little Venture one.
Could be, yeah.
I have opinions about that tech.
Okay,
I have opinions about that as well.
But opinions on this one?
No, this is good. This is awesome. My
boost.
apologies for even mentioning it not steering properly because this is fine.
Yeah.
I don't know what was going on earlier. And also, you know, hey, particles. You know, because we make the particles. It's nice to see people appreciating them and trying to get as many as possible into their text.
There you go. Will a difficulty setting ever be added? Honestly, I find the campaign way too easy, and something like facing Megaton cannon enemies at GSO grade 3 to 4 would be a nice challenge. That would be so hard.
Yeah.
Megaton at level grade 3 or 4.
It kind of like it's a roller coaster ride on challenge. When you do max out all the grades again to the later game. As another one of the things that we're going to population version 2.0. If you're not finding that you're bumping into difficult text, you may have hit a kind of like slight lull spot in the population spawners. So try different techs. Have you ever got shot down by a missile? Because that was a wonderful moment in my life. I was flying along thinking.
I feel like it wasn't a wonderful moment.
No, I've mastered TerraTech. No one can touch me. Then blew off the entire tail of my airplane and spiraling into the ground. I was like, yes, I got shot down. So that was lots of fun. I enjoyed that massively. Right then. How are we doing for time?
Oh, 25 minutes left.
Excellent.
Any work being done with MT blocks, like being able to have connected parts on the same tech, snapshot or stability?
MT blocks?
MT blocks? What do you mean MT blocks? What could that be?
I don't know. Ah, proper joints. We had a conversation about that a couple of weeks ago. Obviously that means fundamentally, what it means is kind of like you've got a tech and you can put like a hinge in it. At the moment all the tech is based on a grid, and that would mean being able to have multiple grids so the hinge would work, which is kind of as opposed to say a beardy / hairy problem. That's like a real problem. That's non-trivial because it does kind of fundamentally mean changing the way the game works. Oh,
I missed that one earlier as well.
Oh.
Whee.
That's not making that much difference.
It doesn't, does it?
I mean, it's pretty.
So
I've got
great.
fire coming out of the back of my tech, which is always nice.
Thanks for the clarification for us absolute noobs or what MT stood for.
What is MT?
It is multi-tech.
Oh, right, okay,
Right,
yeah.
right.
We have our own internal jargon. We call them madness. Physics madness. Cool.
Good stuff. There you go. Communism. I never really find enemies that are larger than the ones I drive / stronger than them.
Well,
that's in relation to the making the game harder. I'm sure Chris was saying that we're looking. Maybe you just said this at RTX. We're looking at. So each biome has its own difficulty setting, right? So like, the grass biome would be.
This is what we're planning to do.
Got ya.
To address. I mean, there are some problems with the population in terms of they don't tend to be particularly challenging and they get stuck, and so we've got some plans about maybe making it more. It used to be the grasslands used to be the safe area, and then you go like out into the desert and be lots of venture techs, and the salt flats were EXP techs, and the mountains were geocortex and stuff like that. But we sort of started changing that a little bit, but we're thinking maybe it was a bad thing that we changed it. Maybe we should go back. So if you go into the mountains, you're going to get to find something really dangerous there. So you can, in terms of difficulty setting, it would sort of work like that. So it's kind of like, right, I'm going to go over here. I want to, and there'll be more resources in the areas as well. So the risk of bumping into gigantic text is mitigated by making vast amounts of money by mining Erudian. or radius or whatever it is that will be in the mountains. They will make a new resource. We're not going to make any new resources.
This one was done by Quack Duck.
It's just a normal house.
It's just a normal house,
There's
guys.
nothing to see here.
Just a normal house, anchored to the ground, with wings and a few little ventricle.
I like the way it's using these geocore things as exhausts.
I like that a lot.
That's quite nice. So it's just an alt until you click unanchor. And it's a flying house.
And it just flies without any help. I appreciate that.
It's lovely. It's sort of very relaxing to pilot as well. It just like, it's like a Miyazaki film.
It is.
Yeah.
Look at it go.
And there'll be some lovely piano music over the top as it drifts through the skies of some future utopia.
Or dystopia.
No, this is the...
Are we going optimistic this
Yeah,
time?
no, I think this looks like a utopian flying house, not a dystopian one. None of that.
Sorry.
What's that strange film with all the giant cities in that drive around?
Blade Runner.
No, the recent one. And the trailer's kind of like, quick, it's London. They have to get away because London's chasing them.
That sounds like did you dream that?
No, it's definitely a thing. It's based on a book, something Mortal
Kombat.
Mortal Engines.
Mortal Engines.
Or something like that.
I have no idea. Anyone else?
Maybe I have just dreamed it. I'm a madman.
Chat, let us know if Jason is either going crazy, had a weird dream.
Having a senior moment. Potentially.
That is all this normal house does, because it's just a normal house.
It hasn't even got any guns.
No.
See, this is the way forward.
Flying normal house.
And it's just
that house is impressive.
Slowly going up. It's
Cool.
going to keep on going. If you... Yay!
I love that it just does that. All the altitude doesn't matter. Cool. So the next one is a one from last week by the same guy that did this, Quack Duck. Or girl, I don't actually know. It was very presumptive of me. So you're going to go for Fenrir.
Fenrir. Oh, I made a game once with a character in it called Fenrir.
Isn't that from like Lord of the Rings? Or World of Warcraft?
Oh, it might be from World of Warcraft.
Oh, okay. Did you make World of Warcraft, Jason?
No. It was a game called Night Wars.
So let it charge up. And can you just check, actually, does it unanchor? The problem that we had last time is that for some reason it didn't unanchor.
Yeah, that should be fine.
Okay, that's fine.
Oh, that's quite good. I can hear the Starship Troopers music in my head.
You are right, Jace. Mortal Engines is an upcoming movie and a series of books, Quack Duck, and he loved it.
They're being chased by London.
That's what sounds like a dream. Any news on the 4 remaining factions that come that you can share? Watch this space on the new factions, on the new corporations. We are working diligently on one of them. Can I say that? I just did. Can't really take it back. It's out there. Which one that is, I'm not going to say because I'm just that kind of guy. We wanted to say something, but there is, I don't
think you should have said that.
It's fine. No one's really watching anyway.
No one's
paying attention. I don't even think the mic's working.
Nothing happened here.
So stay tuned for some cool details on that. But again, it's all still a work in progress. Who knows?
I'm trying to do a handbrake turn in a giant floating space ship, which I felt quite good about.
It looks amazing.
Yay! Oh, that was fun. Oh, I like that. That was quite good.
Damn it, they've archived it as well.
Archive what?
What I just said.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
There you go.
Everything that has transpired here has been to our design.
When is the next TerraTech Comcore? It'll be next week. So we're trying to do them every week, every Wednesday. So we'll put the submission form on the forum. If someone could put the link, the command in chat, just so you know where the forum is, so you know where to find it, that'd be great. Or just it's ! community core. If someone could do that, that'd be super helpful.
Right, do you think I can fly this through one of those hoops?
I will pay you 1 blue tack if you could.
I can't do it. I can't do it. Obviously that would be... Although if anybody can do it, we'd love to see a video of you flying one of these through one of those hoops. That would be worthy of some sort of GIF on the forums, I suspect. No, that's cool. Who is this by?
This is Quack Duck.
Quack Duck again.
This is the one from last week that didn't work.
Oh, Quack Duck.
Yeah.
He's one of these weird kingdom people, isn't he?
Yeah.
The Duck Kingdom.
Yeah.
I find that very strange.
Well, Moobot's done me a favour. You can go to the forum up the top.
Sorry, click on the link.
Oh no, I'm sharing this to chat.
Oh right, sorry.
You're
I
fine.
don't know what's going on. Hold on. I've had, it's been a rough few months. Next one.
GX Bomber. Let's find the instructions for it, because this is just a flying tech that does some cool stuff. Whee!
Right, let's try and drop some bombs on one of these turrets.
This is the one that drops the bombs in a really cool way. That's what I was talking about earlier. Nice. Expertly done as well, James.
Oh, I like the flying techs. I'm all about the flying techs. And the giant tanks.
Hey guys, is it possible to clear out the venture structures that are littering the landscape after all the missions?
We got rid of... We culled some stuff out of R&D recently.
Cool.
There's no reason to suppose we can't cull stuff a little bit more. Yeah, no, you don't need every single version. I'll tell Kairos that you don't like his Venture Challenge prefabs. Cool, I like this tech, this is good. In fact, actually, I've built a few bombers before, and this one actually works quite well. Better than ones I've built, to be perfectly honest. Let's see if I can land it. Yeah, that's fine. I did that on purpose. Trick landing. Woo.
Top stuff.
Cool. Who's that by again?
That was... We need to find out on the forum. I can't actually remember.
Okay. Do you want to...
Yeah.
Very rude to show someone's tech without, credit. I think it's probably illegal. They haven't signed over the moral rights. We have to credit them, don't we?
I actually can't find it now.
Oh, was it from last week?
No, this is a new one.
Oh, right.
So it goes. Was it this one? Jimmy Bella. Oh, okay, no, it wasn't this one.
No.
Maybe the next page?
There's 2 pages?
I know.
Ah.
No, it wasn't. Where the hell's it gone then? It's not been deleted, surely. Maybe this was from last week. I can't remember.
Does anyone know who made this tech?
Anyone, do you want to take credit for it? Pop it in chat. Cool. There you go.
Cool.
Just a cool flying thing. We did this one last week. Which one's this? I don't know what this one is.
Oh.
Okay, so this is what someone else sent. This was a variation on one that we did last week, where it was a really cool, super agile flying venture tech that was 2 blocks high, and they said we can actually do it in 1 block, and they did, and it's super cool.
This is awesome.
Yeah. This
is just completely brilliant.
Look at it go.
You know what? I don't even think it needs guns. It's just a joy to fly. Says to me I'm about to crash it or something awful like that. No, this is great.
Is this one of Z's? I think this was one of Z's.
Ah. Wee. I could fly this for hours. And it's very fast.
I think this is one that Zed put in. Zed, if you're in chat, make yourself known, because I can't remember. I know we spoke on Discord, but I can't remember which one you did. Let me know. Locator, how does the resource radar from EXP work? How do I make it spot stuff?
It doesn't. It doesn't work. It's Anton made the model about a year ago, and unfortunately we still haven't had any code time to actually make the resource radar work. My apologies. It is a duff block. It is just polygons. There is no functionality. I mean, it works like a radar, but yeah, no. The idea is you're meant to be able to stick a radar resource chunk into it, as you do with the filter, and it will like highlight those on the mini map for you.
It's a really cool idea. Wow. Yeah, I really like this one.
I can hear the Top Gun music now. Cool.
Nice. Yeah, there you go, Locator. I researched on the internet like crazy because I thought it worked. Research. Yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't work.
It just doesn't work.
That's just the nature of an EXP block there.
Yeah, it's there are hazard warnings, untested prototype blocks. I mean, that's, you know,
Can't get much
it just doesn't work. These work.
Sorry guys, you are right. Cancer, Kana DX and communism were asking about cannon barrels.
Cannon barrels?
Yeah, they need to be longer. Guys, unless you want to scroll back up in chat.
I can scroll back up in chat. Whereabouts?
A bit too far, I think. Go back down. Yeah, there you go. Any plans for bigger cannons or ones to have normal barrels?
Right, I did a diagram to explain that. The Hawkeye had a normal tank-sized turret, but basically what happened was, because it was so, it just took up so many cells to make the whole thing rotate around, because it rotates 360 degrees, and we decided just to make it shorter, because it was madness. That's not saying we might not do it again. We might come up with some clever solution to rotating turrets and filled cells. We had a discussion about partially filled cells, which would mean that the turret would be able to rotate, but it wouldn't collide with other things. I mean, we could just like maybe do some physics and stuff like that, but for the moment, no, I'm afraid not.
SARS, guys. Yeah. Next one.
This one?
Yeah, that's what we just done.
Oh, that's one just done.
So just got one more to go.
No, I keep on clicking the wrong buttons.
Heavy Goliath, let it charge up. Do you want to get rid of those guns?
Yeah. Just throw them away.
Oh.
It's got a broken radar.
Oh, the irony. Jump back into Twitch chat. I think it needs to scroll down. But look at the Bertha cannon, so big yet such a small barrel, makes no sense.
The big Bertha cannon does not rotate.
Does not rotate, guys.
It only goes up and down, and the tank goes all the way around. I mean, you know, we did have the long barreled one in, but it had a limited rotation arm. I mean, it's just a judgment call. It's not a question of it's not a question of absolutes. You know, there's no right or wrong. We just decided that the small one was because, you know, if we put the one with the long barrel in, you'll just make tanks, and that's really boring.
Sure. We done?
Yeah.
Cool. Right.
What does this do? Are there any instructions?
I think there is. If you want to go back to the forum, I think it was like the very last one to be posted. So go to the next page. So there you go. No instructions. You are in chat, so Masakari. If this does anything special, just let us know, and we'll see if we can do it. But it looks like it's just a super cool tank looking thing.
It reminds me of those airport fire trucks, but then it's a stealth airport fire truck.
Sure.
Oh, it's a sideways shooter.
We are woefully ignoring YouTube chat, guys. That's my bad. There's a lot going on Twitch. But Elias Star Wars does ask, why doesn't Xbox get all blocks like PC? Which blocks are they missing? They're missing the R&D blocks.
Yeah. Yes, unfortunately, there are a few XP blocks that you can get on PC if you have the R&D DLC. We're not currently planning to release the R&D DLC for console because there are issues with performance, and most of those issues mean that we'd actually fail the compliance checks and they wouldn't let us release it. But that doesn't mean that we're not working on optimizing stuff and getting to the point where that ceases to be a problem, so we can put R&D onto consoles and have the EXP blocks in them as well. But unfortunately, PC development's the Wild West. We can do anything we like.
Yep. Consoles,
Microsoft and Sony, they're really boring, and they have to they have minimum standards for quality of console games.
How boring.
Yeah.
Just rip the cap off. Just. Any chance of seeing more random enemy manufacturing bases? There's a strong chance that could happen. I think Chris just put a load more in the game.
Yeah, there are some more bases going in. I mean, of course, you could always tweet them as invaders. Then they might turn up in the game anyway.
That's something that we underutilise as well.
Yeah.
Is tweeting.
Yeah, I like the... we did have a discussion a while ago as part of the roadmap after version 1, where we're talking about doing sort of end of grade missions. So when you get to the the last thing you have to do before you max out the last grade in the corporation, is there's going to be some slightly more interesting end of level boss content, which may involve bases and lots of text and stuff like that. So I'd definitely like to do them. I mean, it's a bit tricky with some bases actually getting them to spawn in a useful bit of terrain because it's all procedural, so we don't really have much visibility on where they get spawned. Try to spawn in flat areas. Doesn't always work.
Here we go. Cool. Jace, you're at frame.
Oh no.
People want to see your beautiful face.
And I had my makeup done specially. I've been in makeup for the last hour.
And then some. Cool. We didn't actually, if we tested this one out, let me have a go. He just shoots some cool missiles. Yeah, nice. Just shoot everything. Cool. Yeah, looks good. I like that.
It looks a bit like the trucks in Deadpool 2.
Oh, it does, yeah.
But this is a family-friendly show, so let's not talk about Deadpool 2.
A family-friendly show that's already brought up Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
There's nothing wrong with talking about the past. Hiroshima affected all of us. The Cold War, 80 years of industrialised military nations threatening each other with nuclear weapons.
Family-friendly though?
Yeah. Well, obviously, toddlers, they won't understand it.
Think of the toddlers, Jace. Just think. Is Invaders coming to Xbox? Probably not. How would that work?
Right, hold on. No, you should get Invaders on Xbox, but they're a preset. They're sort of like population invaders rather than it's actually...
Oh, I see what you
mean.
Tweet
something and stuff like that. Again, there are problems with certification. It's like they're a little bit touchy about us releasing a game where members of the public can just add content with no checks and balances. So yes, there are a few things around. I mean, it's certainly something we want to do in the future, and actually get more user-generated content onto consoles. But at the moment, it's technically quite difficult in terms of where does all this stuff get hosted, and where does it come from, and also in terms of getting the game certified, and because they are understandably and quite justifiably a little paranoid about people just being able to add stuff to games.
Yeah. Cool. What do we want to know about your tech? What do you want to know about your tech? I like it. I think it looks good. I mean, maybe these blocks look a bit out of place, but for the whole design,
you don't have the geocore spotlights.
Do you not think they're a bit?
I don't know. It's a dash of colour. I do like mixing Hawkeye and
I do like
geocore. I think maybe that's the ratios maybe a little minimal.
No, it's good looking tech.
Yeah.
I think Jace has sufficiently destroyed every single AI tech in R&D, so we don't know how it will hold up against actual opponents. But yeah, it looks good. It looks good tech. Cool. Gallerex, thanks for jumping in. Moobot is being brutal as ever. I need to sort Moobot out. I need to tell him when he can and can't ban people because this is getting excessive. Yeah, locator, jump into next week's stream. I'm gonna. That's it. That's all the text that we've got today. So that wraps up quite nicely. That was almost an hour of con call. We're back on the big screen, Jay.
Back on the big screen. I don't really understand technology.
No.
I'm quite old.
You just use it and make cool stuff with it.
These computers, they're fascinating, aren't they? All you youngsters using your mice and stuff. Very clever.
Yes.
Sorry, it's Patrick Swayze in the chat.
Patrick Swayze's dead?
Patrick Swayze's dead.
Yeah, cancer got him. A few years ago now. Family friendly stream, James. Family friendly
stream. Sorry. I don't know.
Oh, we're getting tagged on YouTube. We're getting tagged everywhere. I'm using your tech you called Airship Direwolf in Companion 3. It's actually really easy to control when you know what you can input. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, fair enough. Cool. I'm using the tech. Yeah, you've popped it in both chats.
That's clever.
That's very. I don't even know how you've done that.
I think at TerraTech. Oh yeah. Oh.
Like so, they're two very separate chats. Anyway. Cool. Thanks for sticking with us today, guys. That was super fun.
Thanks for submitting the text.
Yeah, next week might be a bit more less freeform. We might try and put a bit. I'm going to try and put some. I don't know.
An assault course for tax.
Yeah. Or say only do the best that you can. That's one block high. I don't know. I'll think about it. See what we can do. Yeah. Thanks, guys. Yeah. Good luck with co-op. Yeah, we're gonna need it. Is there anything else?
I don't think so. Everyone, have a good evening.
Have a good evening, guys.
It's been a pleasure sharing the text with you.
Yeah, I think we do need more than 2 people. Yeah. So thanks for the stream. We're gonna put next week's stream once I've set it up. Next week's community call forum once it's up. I'll let you guys know. Probably tweet it out. Have a great week, everyone. See you on Friday because I'll be doing my playthrough on Friday. I don't know who's going to join me for that. Oh yeah, it's going good. If you're around, come drop by, say hi. I'll try and get one of the guys in to help out, and you can ask them some questions. And we'll see you all soon. Peace out, guys.
Cheerio.